So this is how quiet Carlisle is, you know what I mean? There's just nothing going on a lot of the time. It's such a, a strange place really, because this is a city, but yeah, as you can see, there's just nobody about. I mean, if this was somewhere else, there's no way, that you'd be able to do a video while walking around without lots and lots of people around. But Carlisle could just be so quiet at times, and there just isn't a lot of opportunities for street photography. Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul Reed and I'm a photographer. So I'm out today in Carlisle, which is my hometown, Carlisle, and to be honest, part of me just wasn't even going to walk out the door today, because I don't know, like sometimes in my mind, because this is my hometown and it's nothing exciting, I've seen this place a million times before. I've walked these streets millions of times, probably not millions, but enough times. And, sometimes you can kind of get the impression that you're not going to capture much. And, this happens to me often. Also, Carlisle is a funny place, there's no hustle and bustle here at all. Candid street photography is very, very difficult because people see you coming a mile off. They're suspicious of you as soon as you start walking. There's just like not enough foot traffic for that sort of photography at times. So whenever you know that things are going to be difficult, sometimes you just think, oh, what's the point? I'm going to capture nothing. So I have like some exercises which I do whenever I feel that way, and one of the first exercises is just to get out the house and just go and start walking with the camera and start looking at things that maybe you normally wouldn't look at. So, which is usually the mundane things, and just looking at the light and looking at the shadows and things like that. I have taken some decent photos around Carlisle before. It's not that I can't take photographs around Carlisle and have them to be keepers. It's just that it's a lot more difficult than it is in other cities. Now I've got the Q2 Monochrom with me today, which there's no surprises there really. I'm more likely to capture something interesting with this camera for whatever reason. It's just I bonded with this camera as soon as I got it. So I would always use the Q2 Monochrom when I feel a little bit unsure about what the day is going to bring. How do you get out of this rut that you can get in, where you kind of just feel as if that you can't see things anymore? How do you get your mojo back? Because there are times whenever you go out and about taking photographs where you just seem to be on a roll and you seem to be getting lots and lots of great images, or at least I do. But then there's some days that I'll go out and, I feel like I've got nothing. Even if you are feeling maybe a little bit down and maybe that you're not going to capture anything that day, it's just to get yourself out the house with your camera, because it's really important. There's no chance of you capturing anything at all unless you go out the house and start shooting. Out of nowhere, I took this shot. Now, let me tell you, that was a quick snap. I had to be really quick because what I was looking at really wasn't, I wasn't thinking about that somebody was going to walk through there or anything like that. What I was looking at was just the light and seeing the way the light was on the wall and everything. And I loved, the texture of it, and I loved the writing on, that little block there. And that was what actually made me just start to stand there and start, I was going to take a picture. And then this woman just walked into frame. Now I know that is a technique of just kind of setting your scene and then, and then waiting for something to enter the frame. But that wasn't what I was doing in that case. What I was actually doing was I was just looking at the light, and I loved the look of that wall and everything. So it just shows you that, you need to start taking photos in order to get the good ones. I got another one that I was really happy with down the same street. Here's another shot which I took, and that shot, I'm not even sure if it's a good photograph or not, to be honest. But basically, I was taking this shot and, I was looking at reflections and things like that. But then what happened was there was a guy that just sat down just on a step, and he just says, "Oh yeah, you having a good day?" And I says, "Yeah." And of course, what does that mean? I asked him if I could take his portrait, and here's the portrait I took of him. Then this girl that he knew, I mean, I'm assuming it was his girlfriend, but I'm not sure. She came along, and of course, I got the opportunity to have a talk with her for a little bit and then take her portrait as well. I then went into a bar, thought, look, you've done well, you deserve a mojito. So I went in this bar and, got them to make me a mojito. And then the guy that was serving, I took his portrait as well. So what started off as a day where I wasn't even going to leave the house because I thought I wasn't going to get anything, suddenly I've got some real keepers of images there. Or at least I think I do. I carried on for the rest of the day just looking around, taking shots. And in the end, I think I was really happy with everything that I got. Sometimes all you need is that one photograph which will really push you on for the rest of the day, to really kind of drive you forward, to make you believe in yourself again, to get your mojo back. I've took a few photos down this lane before. Does this look familiar? So look, don't use an excuse as that the place where you live is, holding you back. You can always travel to other places, but you should really start in your hometown. I hope today's inspired you a little bit just to get out with the camera, even if you don't feel like it, just get out there with it and see what it's about, and just try and look for the light as your starting point, and then hopefully everything else will fall into place. If nothing else, you're going to learn something today if you get out there with your camera. Thanks everyone that has supported this channel so far. It really does help. There isn't lots and lots of people that do it, but the odd people that do, it's really great, and it does keep this channel going. I've got a membership basically, which is in the about section, and then you go to support the channel. You could become a member there. I use the buy me a coffee process to do that. Or if you don't want to become a member, then you can just buy me a coffee. So thanks everybody for watching again. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all of that sort of thing, and I'll see you next time.